Re-scroll away. You need to hear this.
Should I do a mic check? Probably should be responsible and do a mic check. BC mic check 1 2 1 2. BC mic check 1 2 1 2. Consider myself checked. I'm guessing you can hear me just fine. I'll blow this son of a bitch out in about a half an hour. Ow. Ow. Oh. Oh. Ow. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. My supers that I missed in that last live stream last Wednesday. I saw them. Thank you for the coffees, guys. Mr. Anything, K-Leeb, I believe. What was that? Ken Lee Pierre. There was several. I went back, checked them out. Thank you for the coffee. We had a crazy last Wednesday, man, with those releases. And I gave you guys my honest, in real-time thoughts minutes after I heard the news. That was an awesome stream, man. Over 11,000 views, man. 900 on the ups. What a stream, man. What a way to go away for the weekend with those fucking numbers. And I also see Youngblood 085 up in this bitch with a 20 spot. 4 coffees. Thank you, Youngblood. In 2012, I heard that WWE planned a Fear My Name heel gimmick for Cena. But Vince didn't want to damage the Kmart partnership at the time, so he canned it, which upset Cena because he was actually excited to turn heel. I didn't hear any of those stories, Youngblood. As far as I know, John Cena was the #1 guy to stop every heel turn that was suggested. John Cena never wanted to really turn because of Make-A-Wish, and in the process, he kept a lot of people, held a lot of people down, including that company. John Cena helped seize the opportunity of many wrestlers. He was right there with Vince McMahon. Sadly, John Cena is to blame for a lot of that. So I didn't hear anything about that. Mr. Charles Grin, 5 spot. Just letting you know, I just started my YouTube channel and would love some expert advice on making future videos. Mr. Charles Grin, far from an expert, man. I just shoot the shit about pro wrestling, and thankfully thousands of people enjoy my take. There is no advice other than have thick skin, go out there, whoop ass, know what you're talking about, have the gift to gab, do your research, do your history. Nobody gives a fuck about your opinion. Come with facts. And then you might start an actual badass channel. Best of luck, Mr. Charles Grin. We're going to get started on this review in a second. Some VIPs up in here. $4.99 coffee. Christopher Blackshear. I hope they do what they did last night on the road. The fans will light them up with boos and other chants. I can't wait to watch it. There's not going to be anybody, Christopher. Everybody's talking about when they go on the road, there's going to be boos. I agree with you, Christopher. But there ain't going to be an audience. Good luck trying to sell 2,000 tickets at these events. Thank you, brother. Not Puffy, $1.99. One thing you can remove from WWE. And how are you? I'm kicking ass, man. Just got out of the gym. Doing those fucking delts like only BC can do. And we're gonna smash this stream out, and then we're gonna go whoop today's ass head on. Not Puffy, thank you. Jesse Borsler with a 2 spot. What's up, brother? How bad was it this week, BC? We're about to go over it. I got my notes prepared. Hopefully this doesn't take too long, but we're gonna whoop that ass. Jesse Borsler. It was pretty bad, brother. I mean, you saw the rating last week. How can you go any lower? If they pull a higher rating than last week, it's because the Memorial Day 50,000 bump is going to be back in place and people are tuning in once again out of habit and hope. But I don't see this going that much over a 1-6. Definitely not too much over than a 1-7, which is still tragic territory, and you're still fucking around that 1-5 and below. Jesse Borsler, we're going to talk about it. Q Machiavelli, what up, brother? 199. WWE is unwatchable, bro. No Bray, Sasha to save it. Two of the only characters we give a fuck about. Not on these shows. We're going to go over it, Q Machiavelli. Thank you, man. Oh, I saw you. Who was that? Is that, Dante Jarrett. That's right. Dante Jarrett 23 with that coffee fuzz. But every week before Raw, I think it can't be worse than last week. And each week, I'm proven wrong. Dante Jarrett, they can say it's like a bad game of limbo, dude. How low can you go? Don't ask Vince, because he will say, hold my beer. Damn it, I can go low. Thank you, Dante Jarrett. Spicy Mama McCaleb, $4.99 coffee. What up, BC at work, but always got time for you. And I'm hella sad about WWE. Don't be sad. It's, nothing's meant to last forever, and WWE is in its decline. Can they be saved? We'll find out. Spicy Mama, kick ass at work today. Thanks for stopping by and showing that love with that up. God damn. I think I got all my VIPs for now. I'm gonna go back to you guys at the end of each hour if there's any VIPs, but I do want to get into this show. Jacob Donnelly, 5-spot coffee. Thank you, brother. For the people that want to hate on Bray Wyatt, I guarantee that Alexa segment wouldn't happen if he was still on TV. Right, Jacob? Yeah. Bray's not so bad now, right? When you get somebody who can pull off shit like this and has creative input, who's there to say no to certain things, still Vince will try to make this guy look like a fucking idiot. But at least Bray owns that shit, and you can believe in the disbelief. What you're seeing last night, the execution. Jacob Donnelly, we're going to talk about it, man. Thank you for the coffee. It's disgust is what it is. A lot of people talking about this is one of the most terrible finishes they've ever seen. This is the worst finish of a Monday Night Raw. Well, that's bullshit. If you watch any finish of Monday Night Raw, every week is fucking horrible. Every week we end the show with there is zero emotion. So to me, that's worse than even last night. At least last night there's anger. There's fucking disbelief and shock about how bad a segment can be. But you're invested a little bit, emotionally speaking, right? I had people over, actually. We were watching this. They're not exactly pro wrestling fans. But they watched this shit, and for the first time, they came over about an hour into the program. They were doing other things as well, but for the first time in the whole show, they were glued to the TV, man. They were into this. So it shows you that entertainment is still the key factor in this pro wrestling show. You still have to have entertainment. It's a predetermined thing that we're watching. It's not actual sport. I feel like there's a section of nerd herd in the community that just want to see this be a real sport. The problem is it's not a real sport. It's pre-fucking determined. You have to have entertainment. So I don't have a problem per se with what was going on last night. I used to watch a dude draw power from an urn. I used to watch another dude cast voodoo spells. I loved it. My fucking, from fathers to grandfathers, uncles, everybody loved the shit. It's execution. You had one of the baddest son of a bitches trapped in a room with a doll screaming for her life. That's not how you end it. If you're gonna have Lily as this epic centerpiece of the finale of the show, you have real fire engulfing the room that Baszler just barricaded herself in. You're playing around with pyro. How is one of the baddest son of a bitches in professional wrestling scared of pyro? But that's what you have her being. She's scared of fire pyro, fireballs that are nowhere near her. So you had weeks to build this story in your dome pieces. Vince knew that this is what he was going to present. So put time and effort into this son of a bitch. That's all you gotta do. Put time and effort. Have real fire engulfing the room that she just barricaded herself in. Now the badass that Baszler is has to get out of that barricaded room. But it's dark. She's engulfed in a room of flames. She's beating the shit out of that door, and she's so fucking tough. She gets out of it. Smoke bellows out into the darkened hallways, and there is a fucking CGI Lily. Or just like they did with Chucky, have the motherfucker 3D and talking. You're on USA, who is owned by Universal, who owns Chucky. Ask them how to do it and spend a little bit of money. And have Lily say, oh, that was a close call. Next time it won't be so close, because you're a stupid little bitch. Right? Just like Baszler called her a stupid little doll, now Lily is calling her a stupid little bitch, and she runs off in the freakiest of fucking ways. We love Chucky, you can make Lily that way. But instead, Lily was literally just a fucking doll, trapped in a room with one of the most baddest asses who is fucking screaming for her life because the doll might drop a lighting fixture on her or cascade some pyro at her. It is the execution. I don't give a fuck about the segment. I've seen much worse in Monday Night Raw finales. I've seen no care. I've seen matches I didn't give a fuck about end in a fruit roll-up and then the show went off the air. I'd rather this 100 different ways till Sunday. You know, talk shit, you're getting fucking booted. Raw was amazing! Raw was amazing! What is this guy talking about? Raw was amazing! Fuck out of here, Brian. You get no attention, you're gonna be fucking booted. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Oh my goodness, Raw's amazing, man! Stop it, BC! Stop, man! Raw's amazing! Stop talking negatively about it, fuck you, bitch! Slam your fucking dome piece into a wall, how's that, huh? We'll finish Raw slamming your fucking dome piece into a wall! Fuck out of here. You on the realest motherfucking channel now. You thought you came across another channel? You can just say stupid things like Raw's amazing? And it's gonna stay on the fucking channel like graffiti underneath a bridge? Fuck you and fuck that bitch. You're gonna get an internet bitch slap. And so is your fucking comment. Where'd it go? Where's the comment? Where is it? It's gone! Just like you, bitch. We don't do bitch boy Bradens and crybaby Karens on this fucking channel. We drop truth, bitch. What we saw last night, unacceptable. It's entertainment, right? Everybody claims that they want to see a great wrestler versus a great wrestler all the time for 25 minutes. Like it's a real fucking sport. But if you saw fucking Ricochet and Humberto in there for 25 minutes with no build and no character development for the last 2 years apiece, are you really gonna give a fuck about Ricochet and Humberto? Or Drew Gulak and Mansoor? The soaring man and the catering crusader himself, Gulak. But you saw all of that last night and it still didn't move the pendulum, did it? And you know why? Because no thought was put into it, no build-up, and nobody cares about them. You have to build these motherfuckers. It is an entertainment show. It's entertainment. Of course you get the pro wrestling. These shows are supposed to be used to build characters, to build the storylines we give a shit about. Have some great wrestling, absolutely, and have some jobber matches to help build the superstars. It's not that fucking hard. And at the pay-per-views, you give 7 or 8 matches, 15, 20, 25 minutes plus. And we see a great night of action. And on these shows, we repeat the fucking process. Why is everyone hating on Raw, man? Why is everyone hating on Raw? Why are you doing this? Stop hating on my favorite show. I watch it with one hand in the Dorito bag and the other hand down my pants. It's my greatest pleasure on Monday nights. The mean guy, the boogeyman on YouTube, he's ranting again. I tell ya. Wreck 'em, Amp Unit, wreck 'em. You see any bitches in the chat, you wreck 'em. You have my permission to wreck 'em. Fucking call 'em out, wreck 'em, make 'em fucking cry. Make 'em know you on the wrong channel at the wrong fucking time. You thought you were on the Hot Dog Express. You thought you were on the Rainbow Train. You thought everything was gonna be shits and giggles and you can just say, Raw was amazing. I'll make you fucking cry, bitch. 120 already on the ups, man. I didn't even get a chance to look over here. You guys fucking rock. You guys rock. You saw the fucking title. We need a Vince McMahon intervention pronto. Last week was a 1.420 rating. We're under 1.5 now. That might go a little bit up because people want to see if there's a rebound. You might see a 1.6. I doubt you're going to be that much over than a 1.7, so you're still fucking with 1.5. And if it keeps up, you're talking about 1 million, and you're talking about USA Network booting them from the air because you can put Law & Order SVU in that son of a bitch and make just as much viewer-wise and save yourself some fucking money. USA needs to step in pronto. This is now a USA problem, not just McMahon. And I assure you, anybody that blames Bruce fucking Pritchard or fucking the 622 writers, that's right, they got 5 more, you don't know what you're talking about anymore. For a show to be this bad for so long, you have to blame the owner. Don't believe me? Listen to fucking Tommy End. This is Aleister Black. Now, his mic was really low, and I got fucking, what's his name? The Herd on in the background. Colin Cowherd. I could say his name. I couldn't find my Stephen A. Smith, so I got Colin on in the background with some fucking sports talk. I like to have a lot of amplification, so hopefully you can hear this. But listen to this shit. This is Tommy telling you. This is Aleister Black, his own words, telling you. Quit blaming Bruce because you don't know what you're talking about. Hopefully you can hear him. This is Aleister's mic was kind of shot, man.
You know, so it was always, it was difficult. Like, and the one thing I also want to say, right?
I can't even hear him.
Don't get mad at our creative.
He says, don't get mad at creative.
Tries, well, are there.
Creative tries so hard.
Their creative tries. They're absolute artists. And they're good people.
They're good people working there. They super try.
Creative, talented people. I'm very thankful.
He is thankful for them.
I've always had a good relationship with, like, you know, Bruce and stuff like that. And, like, Bruce was also one of the people.
Always thankful for Bruce that went to bat for me. He doesn't know that I know that, but I know that. Bruce has always had my back and tried to protect me.
You know,
I had to fucking translate for Aleister because his mic is fucking shot worse than any of mine. That's another guy telling you what BC has always been telling you. Of course, there's people that have their beef with Bruce and vice versa. The guy's been in the business for 4 fucking decades. You're gonna have beef. But if you think Bruce Pritchard is putting out this trash and you don't think the owner has the final say in everything, Bruce Pritchard tried to save Aleister Black 100 times while he was on the roster and tried to save his job. But yet still people are like, fire Bruce! Fire Bruce, why? This is Vince! There's one person we need to have an intervention. Before you even start talking about Bruce or creative writer 617. What about Vince? How many wrestlers need to come forward and say Bruce tried to protect my ass? But this motherfucker, he just kept wrecking me. Unfucking real, man. Still, people want to turn a blind eye to how bad this product is. They want to blame other people. I hear the word Bruce Pritchard's, that name comes out of people's mouth like they know what the fuck is going on. And time after time, wrestlers come out and say, what the fuck are you guys saying, man? You're picking on the one motherfucker or the several motherfuckers, the people in creative that had my back, Bruce that had my back, and you're saying for them to lose their job, and you're not putting any emphasis on the old bastard in Stanford. How do you think these shows get this fucking bad and they make it onto the air? Do you think that's not the owner, the guy who's in legit guerrilla every show, vetoing everything last minute? That is McMahon. Do you think what you saw last night was anybody but Vince's approval? Vince's dome piece coming out with that shit? That is McMahon. An intervention is needed pronto with McMahon, and USA Network has to fucking get involved. Over $150 on those ups, man. You guys came rocking. We're gonna talk about the whole Shayna and Alexa thing. That's gonna be in the main event segment. Probably people don't want to hear it is, but it is. Sheriff Rivers with that coffee. What up, dude? Salute. After Saturday night fight, I'm not sure what show was worse after last night. What was that? What the fuck was, what was Saturday night? Was that the Logan Paul shit? Or Jack Paul, or Jake Paul, or Jimmy Paul, whatever the fuck? Yeah, Sheriff Rivers, chances are this was worse than anything you saw this week, this month, this fucking year. The Life of Jay, $4.99 coffee. ABC, would you rather have Roman versus Jimmy at Hell in a Cell or Jay versus Jimmy? Jay versus Jimmy I don't want to see because I don't want them splitting up. There's no need for this shit. We already saw Jay and Jimmy split up. We saw them face each other several times, and then they got back together. I want to see them just fucking together eventually. Build to The Rock and Roman eventually. But still have them do their own tag team thing. So, Roman and Jimmy, to answer your question, Life of Jay. Reese with a 10 spot. What up, Reese? Thank you for the couple of coffees. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a minute. Hey, BC and Amp Unit. Been busy with medical front office classes. I was watching Raw last night, and to be honest, I was more entertained by taking my quizzes. And so, a fucking test would be more fucking intriguing than Monday Night Raw, Reese. Hopefully everything goes well with the front office classes. Keep kicking that ass, Amp Unit style. Thank you for the couple of coffees. Do yourself a favor. Don't watch this trash in the future. Just come back to BC. I'll get you. I got you covered on this fucking show. Maximus Sage with a 5 spot. Poor Shayna going from a 400+ day title reign to channeling her inner Hogan while Lily is the warrior in the mirror. It's the warrior, man! Yeah, I don't mind the fucking seg, to be honest. It's entertainment, but the execution was absolute trash. You could have had a much better finish to the segment, and they decided to put zero effort in. They just had the lights go out with a fucking doll in there, and Shayna screaming.
Say what you want. He's the closest thing we have to Shaq. Torn meniscus. He gets docked a little bit because he played great and couldn't beat Trae Young. That's why I put Trae Young ahead.
I don't know. I got some more fucking,
He's got better teammates. Trae Young won.
got some more VIPs here. Brandon Gouledge. What up, Brandon, with that coffee, $4.99. ABC was stuck at work last night. Was anything worth catching up and watching Raw? Much love, Amp Unit. Here's to more coffees. Thank you, Brandon. Nothing was worth showing other than The Miz in slow-mo going down the fucking ramp because Morrison left him and he was in a not Riddle scooter, what's it called? A fucking wheelchair. That was fucking hilarious. I'll talk about that in a second. Other than that, Brandon, nothing was worth catching.
As great as Michael Jordan was, he didn't have to compete against a lot of...
Super cool, 5 spot. I watched the 3-hour cut of Superman 1 instead last night, instead of that trash. Super cool, you did yourself a fucking favor, trust me. Thank you, man. Joey's Adventures, 5 spot. If WWE tries to do what they did last night with Shane and Alexa, get ready for We Want Wyatt chants, even if he is on the show that night. It makes people think about how much they miss Bray Wyatt, I'll tell you that much. Joey's Adventures, thank you. Well, we got a couple more before we start this show. I got Unsane the Plastered Bastard with a 10 spot. Couple of coffees up in this bitch. I wish you had done a review on SmackDown last Friday. Roman Reigns is killing the promos now. Hilarious when he called Jay Jimmy R.I.P. Jay and Jimmy. Yeah, which one are you? I love that part of Roman. To Rosie. By the way, shout out from Milwaukee, Packers fan here. Unsane the Plastered Bastard, man. Colin is talking about Aaron Rodgers right now. Apparently he's sending text messages to another player. I'll find out what that is later. Unsane the Plastered Bastard. Thanks, man. Yeah, I couldn't do a review. I was out and about in the world. But, yeah, there was a lot I wanted to talk about on SmackDown for sure. We got Jesse Borsler up in here with a 5 spot. Speak the truth, BC. Everything you see on Raw goes through Vince. Don't know why people don't understand that. I don't know, man. I'm telling you right now, they get names like Bruce Pritchard, and then they think that they're smarter, you know, so they try to be more of a smark, right? I know the behind the scenes of the business. It's Bruce Pritchard that's doing all of this. His title is head of creative. They don't understand we've had 5 head of creatives in the last 15 years, and the show drastically gets worse and worse every week, by the month, by the fucking year. They don't understand. You could put Paul Heyman in there, and Heyman couldn't even move the pendulum. Heyman tried everything. Vince wouldn't allow it. It could be Eric Bischoff. It could be fucking Vince Russo again. It could be Jim Cornette or Jim Ross for the 10th fucking time. It wouldn't matter who's in there. Whether it's a yes man, a no man, a maybe man. Half man, half woman. It is 2021. Nobody knows anymore. Doesn't matter. So they hear names, Bruce Pritchard, and Kevin Dunn, and creative writer 617. And they don't understand this is all Vince vetoing everything last minute, and it is all his call. When the product is this bad, stop blaming the employees, stop blaming the managers, start to blame the owner. The owner of the establishment is ruining the product. When are you just going to blame the owner? At what point do you do that? War Dog! 4 coffees up in this man at 20 spots. We see Amplified, aka the Boogeyman. I couldn't care for nothing about and everything else on Raw. Wait, let me say that again, War Dog. I couldn't care for nothing about everything else on Raw, but the last segment was pretty good. They could have done more, but still a cool would have been better if Chucky was in it, though. Just get creative. Even if you can't get the rights to Chucky, make Lily badass like a Chucky. Then people will go, oh, at least that's fucking cool. Even if you don't like it, even if you wanted to see a Meltzer 6-star classic between Humberto and Ricochet. At least this is fucking doable. We've always watched obnoxiousness in pro wrestling, and we love it. Whether it's The Undertaker pulling power from the urn, or fucking voodoos, or lightning. I can deal with obnoxiousness to show that you care and get original, creative, and intriguing. War Dog, exactly, man. DJ Instrumental, $4.99 coffee. What up, DJ? Why was Miz walking last week, but in a wheelchair last night when Backlash was weeks ago? The logic of this damn company. DJ, I was thinking the same fucking thing, bro. But I'm glad they did it because we got that slow motion Miz, which was the only good part of the show last night. But I was thinking the same fucking shit. Maybe they're gonna say he got a surgery during the week, or it got worse, it flared up, who the fuck knows. But if you're looking for consistency, DJ Instrumental, you ain't gonna get it on this fucking show. I assure you of that. Kevin Heffernor with a coffee 5 spot says, I agree with you about VKM selling WWE, but then I found out WWE is currently in process of opening a new headquarters in Connecticut. Exactly. They're going to look prime. They're going to look like, hey man, buy this. We have all corners covered. All areas, no shades of gray. So Kevin, don't be surprised, man. McMahon might not even have a potential buyer in place. I think it's Comcast, Universal. Comcast owns Universal. Obviously, they own the rights to USA. It makes perfect fucking sense. But he may just be putting all his ducks in a row to sell within the next calendar year. But trust me, the dude's gonna go business as usual, but he's gonna make those cuts. He's gonna gain every fucking penny that he can from all areas and assets. And when the time is right, he'll pull that fucking plug. And everybody who doesn't listen to BC, you'll be last to fucking know. But I told you so well in advance. Kevin Heffernor, thank you, brother. Carlos! 5 spot coffee. BC, how long is it taking to get Alexa involved in a feud? I expected more. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, Carlos. First of all, Carlos, good to see you up in here, man. Salute. Show respect. To one of my tried and trues. Secondly, Carlos, to answer your question, or not really quite, you're saying you expected more. We all did, man. That's your finale. That is your main event spot. Shayna's in a fucking room. You went through all this fucking effort to get us to that position. Now Lily has to come to fucking life. She can't just remain a doll now. Right? That's what you're telling us. I'm willing to suspend the fucking realities and the disbelief and enter the world of pro wrestling's obnoxiousness. I love it. I did it since I was a fucking kid, through my teen years, through my adulthood. I'll suspend the reality and disbelief. Enter the world of pro wrestling. You just gotta meet me halfway and give me the intriguing storylines. Give me a reason to invest and care. Just having Shayna Baszler in her room screaming over a fucking doll needs to be more. And I love Alexa in her work last night. Shayna's work, she did the best that she could. Shayna was more relevant last night than in the last fucking 2 years she's been on the main roster. I just wish more thought was put into this. Lily is just a fucking doll at this point still. She ain't on the level of Chucky. Unless you're gonna make her like a Chucky, all this is going to fall flat on its fucking face. I love Alexa's work, but Alexa has just stolen, and not her fault, Vince made this happen, just taken Bray Wyatt's character and said, poof, now you have the magic fucking carpet. And nobody is ever going to make fucking changes if we don't call out who it is. Vince McMahon. Stop with the Bruce Pritchard shit. I'm done with it. That's why this company isn't fucking changing. Vince has everybody in place to take the blame. You don't like the product? Blame creative. Blame Bruce. That's why I fired him 5 times. But it's you, dude. It's you for 15 years that is making this fucking worse and worse. It's you that the wrestlers themselves have come out and said he rips scripts up minutes before the show. It's you that the wrestlers themselves, I just played you audio of Aleister Black earlier from the week. Aleister Black said, please don't blame Bruce. He had my back the whole time. Vince. It's Vince. Nobody wants to fucking care. Everybody wants to sound like a fucking smart these days. Bruce! You don't know who Bruce is? Let me tell you, he's head of creative and he's the reason for all of this. No, he's not. So you're dumb. So stop. Unfucking real, man. I saw you, War Dog, 5-spot call. I see you, War Dog. To be honest, I still want Asuka to become Kana again and feud with Alexa. That was the natural progression. Vince didn't want Asuka as Kana, and Vince doesn't even want Asuka to feud with Alexa. Vince doesn't want Asuka, period. He just wants Asuka to help his blonde bombshell brigade, in this case, Charlie Flair, and to try to get over Ripley Rhea. Good luck with that. Rhea Ripley in her 10-foot tall fucking stilts ain't getting over. Nobody knows what is she supposed to be. Nobody knows if she's a face or a fucking heel. I think I got all my VIPs, but I haven't even started out. We gotta get into the fucking show, man. Gotta make sure I get my VIs, man. Which I believe that I did. Guys, if I missed anybody, I'll try to get you in the fucking next one, man. I gotta start the fucking show, though. Joey's Adventures, I'll cut this super, and then we gotta go to the show. Joey's Adventures with a coffee. I think I know the end game. Alexa's gonna haunt 3 women. Then, in her 4th feud, said girl finds Bray, since only he can kill his creation. So take me for the story! I'm invested! Just do it correctly! Execute! At least they're gonna tell a fucking story at that point, Joey's Adventures. My problem is the fucking execution last night. Unfucking real. Unfucking unreal, man. I think I got all my...
By the way, you're a Colts fan, so are we. I love to see that.
I think I got my supers, man. I'll get anybody I missed, hopefully later on, or in the next vid, I assure you. You guys came ready to fucking vent with BC on this one, man. Tag Team Battle Royal starts the show. Winning team takes on Styles and Omos at Hell in a Cell. Real teams were in this, like the New Day and the Viking Raiders. Thrown together teams like Randy Orton and Matt Riddle. Even incomplete teams like one member of the House Party, because one member was released several weeks ago, maybe 2 months ago. Another member is injured, so you had one member of House Party in there. But fuck it, why have consistency? Why have an actual tag team in a tag team battle royal? Minor details that mean so much, but maybe the sheep will just overlook it. That's what Vince wants you to do. You also had fucking just Morrison in there, because Miz is out with an injury. So just another one fucking person tag team in a tag team battle royal. Okay! Makes fucking sense. However, slow-mo Miz was absolutely epic. Miz is in a fucking wheelchair. John Morrison is rolling him down, but then realizes he's got to do his entrance, so he lets the wheelchair go. He does his pose, and Miz starts riding down the fucking ramp with the fucking wheelchair. Nobody's pushing him anymore because Morrison's still at the top of the ramp, and you just see him in slow-mo. John! No! John! Shit! Morrison's chasing after him in slow-mo like some Ace Ventura shit. Fucking A, man. That got a legit fucking LOL from the Ant-Man, I assure you. I was not expecting Raw to give me legit emotion last night, but I got it. That was some of the funniest shit I have seen in forever for Monday Night Raw, man. Slow motion Miz, absolutely epic. The final two teams were RK Bro and the Raiders. Both Raiders eliminate Randy Orton, and the Viking Raiders are next in line for tag titles. I mean, that makes sense because RK Bro is supposed to be the Summerslam match, right? They're going to be the ones that take the titles from Omos and Styles. That's where this is leading to. But it's kind of sad that this is what the Viking Raiders have been reduced to. The Viking Raiders are now just used as a bridge to get to Bros. That's sad, man. So you can say it was the right call on one hand. On the other hand, I wouldn't have put the Viking Raiders in this position just to take an L in 2 weeks. Without any build, no feud, they just won a battle royal. And in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, they're going to lose to the tag champs. So this is a no-win for everybody. Omos and Styles, I firmly believe, are taking this fucking title. Or keeping that title at Hell in a Cell. Then we went into Jackson Ryker defeating Elias via countout. Another case of the old man in Stanford blowing his load prematurely, right? Just like Cedric and Shelton from fucking weeks ago. They just broke up, and McMahon has Cedric and Shelton fighting 1 week later. And then again and again. And here, Elias and Ryker just break up from whatever team they had. People don't even realize they were in a fucking team. That's how non-existent it was. But they broke up nonetheless. 1 week later, he's got them already taking on one another. Then who needs to see this in the future? How does this help Ryker? How does this help Elias? The same way it helped Elias, or I'm sorry, fucking Cedric and Shelton. It doesn't help anybody. Elias and Ryker are in a match 7 days after breaking up. How is that building a fucking story? It's not. That's the problem. But Lashley, he yells a lot. He's a mean guy, man. He calls a lot of the negatives. Well, what the fuck positive are you seeing in the first hour? Because that was the end of the first hour. That was it. You saw a tag team battle royal with literally the bottom of the barrel pickings. Forced together teams like Randy and Riddle, Matt Riddle. You had fucking just one house party member. Just Morrison is in there, who's also a singles competitor. That's how you started the show. And hour number one then ends with Ryker and Elias. And now what? Jackson Ryker is a babyface? Is he gonna save it? Is that who we're gonna be cheering for when WWE hits the road? Are we gonna hear Jackson Ryker? Jackson Ryker! Jackson Ryker! Because if so, BC stands down. I don't see that happening. Hour number two begins with a Hell in a Cell contract signing. Drew Mac and Bobby Lashley, along with the Ho Train. Stipulations are added in this motherfucker for Hell in a Cell. If Drew loses, he gets no more matches with Lashley. Well, about fucking time. You mean 83 matches wasn't enough between these two? How many times did you need to see this before you finally thought, hey, maybe we shouldn't give the audience the same fucking match 84 times? This is the same shit that they did with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens years ago because we saw that 112 times, so they finally came up with a stipulation. No more. And what happened earlier this year? They revisited it, right? They were like, oh, it's been a year. Everybody has forgotten. Well, no, BC hasn't forgotten. Many people have not forgotten. So because you got lazy, because you got stale, because you are redundant, that's what WWE is, they just have the same Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens match. Well, we know they can have a good match. We know this. How do we know it? Because we've seen it 121 times. But you have to get innovative. It's 2021. So yeah, I would hope that's a stipulation, but WWE will not follow it. You'll see Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley by the end of the year a couple more times. Trust me, they'll find a fucking way. And the second stipulation is this match will be inside Hell in a Cell. Like I give a fuck to see Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre inside Hell in a Cell. Why the fuck does it matter? You're still gonna set up a Claymore party. It's gonna be 1, it's gonna be 2, it's gonna be 10 Claymore parties. When you look at my Bobby, you're gonna understand. I told you I was gonna give you a Claymore party, and I gave you the Claymore party. And now, Bobby Lashley, I've taken your title. And if you want the title, well, it's too damn bad because we can't face each other anymore. This will be the biggest heist of Claymore heist history. It's a Claymore! And Bobby, it's a Claymore party. So I don't care if it's Hell in a fucking Cell. I don't care if it's a grandma's panties on a pole match. Just get it done, man. This was actually well done. Matt cuts a good promo, ending with, and I quote, "Enjoy the next couple of weeks, and I'll see you in hell." So Lashley responds with, I quote, "I'll beat you there too." So I thought the dialogue was fucking beautiful here. And then at the end, McIntyre takes a sword and totally fucking snaps the table in half with the sword. So I thought that was good because it was a good amount of tension with no physicality. And when you're going inside Hell in a Cell, we don't need to see any physicality for the next 2 weeks. Because you need to do it all in Hell in a Cell. That's the whole point. I don't need to see these two even poke a fucking finger into someone's chest. No physicality. So this was the perfect amount of tension with MVP trying to tell Lashley, look at all these girls. Is this worth it right now? Let's go. And Drew Max got the sword like, yeah, let's go, bitch. But there was no physicality. So I don't mind that. I just want to get this fucking thing done with these two, man. It didn't lead to shit. So that was the start of hour number deuce. Ricochet then battled Humberto to a double countout after Rico hits a Spanish fly to Berto onto the outside mat. But Rico failed to realize that this is going to fuck him up too, right? The Spanish fly doesn't just hurt one person, it hurts both. And these moves are becoming more stupid by the minute. I remember when suicide dives were the in thing, right? And now everybody is dropping a suicide dive. Everybody is doing it and it's played out. Frankensteiners, 450 splashes, and now Spanish flies. Everybody is doing a Spanish fly from any fucking podium or staging area on top of the fucking moon. Wait a few days, they'll be dropping. Everybody wants to hit a Spanish fly now. And it makes them look like a fucking idiot. Look at Ricochet during this move. He takes the blunt of it. Obviously you ain't getting up, bitch. And sure enough, it was a double countout. Hey, Ricochet, was it worth it? But everybody likes to get their shits and giggles in with a Spanish fly. Wow, it's a Spanish fly. All they're doing is one guy is doing a moonsault and the other guy is just doing a somersault. Wow, intriguing. It's been done every fucking show for the past year. Let's end it. It's almost a prerequisite if you want to be a pro wrestler these days. You got to do a suicide dive. You have to know how to do a 450 splash. First of all, you have to know how to be a fucking gymnast. And you have to do a Spanish fucking fly. Now, the winner was supposed to face Sheamus at Hell in a Cell. This is where you insert Triple Threat Thompson, because I'm pretty sure this guy is going to make a holla, holla, holla playa. Not a tag team match like Teddy. He's going to be Triple Threat Thompson, a.k.a. Adam Pearce. He's going to make a fucking triple threat. You'll probably see this match next week again, actually. Rico versus Berto. And then there'll be another fucking schmaz, and it'll be both taking on fucking Sheamus, because Sheamus can't really do too much. He's got the broken nose. So Vince is going to have a couple of people in there. Over 200 on the ups. I just saw that shit, man. We are beating the fuck out of Crybaby Karens and Bitch Boy Bradens. You guys fucking rock. Let's get that over 225, please. I have some OCD, and I really want to see 225 smashed. Hour number 2 ends with Jeff Hardy defeating Cedric Alexander via Swanton. Two things here. Number one, great to see Jeff Hardy, as most times we forget he's even on the fucking roster. I saw Jeff Hardy, I'm like, wow, he's still kicking. And number two, you just had Cedric in a series of matches with Shelton, even going 2 out of 3 over Shelton. And it was all just to have him going to a losing match with Jeff Hardy? What does this 50-50 booking accomplish? Cedric just went over on Benjamin in a best out of 3. They didn't mean it to be, they just kept on doing rematches. Redundancy at its worst. But nonetheless, okay, you can use that in commentary now. Cedric went over on Shelton 2 out of 3. Use it, right? Either you're going to give this guy an actual chance or not. If you're just going to keep 50-50 booking him, it's done. Cedric is never going to get over. So they have this dude go right into a match with Hardy, and Hardy beats him. Now, no, I don't want to see Hardy losing, but that's the point. Then don't put them in there. Hardy can't afford a loss. Cedric cannot afford a loss. You just had him break out of the Hurt Business, and more specifically a few weeks ago, break up from Shelton. Cedric needs this. Cedric loses. Center of the ring, flat on his back, looking up at the lights. Cedric is fucking done. 50-50 booking ruins motherfuckers because it keeps you average. If you're average, nobody's gonna give a fuck about you.
It's very easy. Buffalo did this for years until they got a good GM and a coach. You overspend on
Nobody benefits here. These are the problems, not BC. BC is the problem, man. He's so negative in the community. If BC spoke more positively, more people would take the message that BC is sending out there and they would spread it around social media. And it will have a positivity tree. And every morning we wake up with our fucking rainbow Skittles and our cereal that's all got fucking little leprechaun marshmallows in it. We'll eat it, we'll run outside, and we'll pluck positivity leaves from the positivity tree. And we can all live in a hunky-dunky little beautiful world. Because BC's speaking positive. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking lie to my audience. I got hundreds right now in this live stream. Hundreds. Thousands are gonna be tuning in later. Thousands! Do you honestly think I'm gonna fucking lie? You dumb fuck? No. No. The shit is that fucking bad, and 50-50 booking has been ruining motherfuckers. Oh, you guys smashed out 225 on that. I just saw that, man. Headed to 250 now on the live stream. Thank you. Oh, man. We'll get to hour number 3 in a fucking second, talking some Shayna and some Alexa. But I gotta go back and talk some VIP status. Hold on, my VIPs. I got you. I saw some rolling in, I know. Just gotta find them now.
We know with automobiles, some automobiles are convertibles. They're good summer fall cars.
I got you. Jody Gilly's up in here. Jody Gilly, what up? Salute.
It's the same thing. Some things in your life.
$14.99. That's 3 Starbucks, 4 or 5 Dunkins. Why the fuck is Bray being kept off TV? It is dude is ready. He has more creativity in one brain cell than the entire team combined. And they won't let him do what he wants to do. Creative needs to go. I'm telling you, Jody, Vince has a block on him anyway. So even if Bray comes back when he does, Vince needs to get out of his way, meaning his own way. Vince needs to get out of Vince's way, and Vince needs to get out of Bray's way and let Bray be Bray. Don't take everything that Bray has worked for and just give it to Alexa, first of all. And I like Alexa's work. But I agree, Jody, 100%. You know how I feel about Bray. Bray's my boy, man. I love that dude, and I love his creativity. He's one of the only intriguing parts of a fucking show when we don't have slow motion Miz. Jody, thank you. Jody, another $4.99, by the way, coffee. That was meant to say it is insane. Oh, I got you. I know what you're saying, Jody. I got my amp unit. I know my tried and trues. Thank you, Jody. Tribal Empire 80, $1.99. Morrison managed to make Garlic funny. Morrison's good, man. Him and Miz can be funny as fuck, too. But just making them jobbers, residential jobbers, has ruined them, right? I'm not going to use the word buried. I can't stand that. But it's going to take a lot of fucking digging to help Morrison and Miz. It just is. But I agree, man. Morrison's a funny dude. And he can go in the ring. The Soundwave 92 with a 5-spot call. What up, Soundwave? This might be top 5 worst endings to a Raw ever. They made Shayna one of the baddest chicks in the whole company, and now she is terrified of a doll. He didn't, though. Vince didn't make her that. Triple H helped make her that in NXT. On the main roster, Shayna Baszler has been absolute circus, sideshow, clown material. And that's what's tragic, Soundwave 92. That's what sucks, because she should have been booked like a beast and a badass. But I've seen much worse finishes. I think we're getting carried away with the worst finish thing, man. A normal Raw ending with just 2 jamokes in there, jabronis, fucking 2 people, jobber status, even if there are superstars, they're no more than jobbers. We got people in there that we just don't care about. And it ends with a fruit fucking roll-up, right? Which I have an award to give out. Did I even go over the fruit roll-up award? I got one to give out. And then we just go off the air. Those are worse than this. At least they tried to do a storyline. It just fell on its face because they don't know how to execute jack shit. And they, meaning Vincent Kennedy McMahon, Mr. McMahon, and the old bastard in Stanford. The 3 faces of Vincent McMahon. That's exactly how Vince wanted to end that. That's exactly how he wanted to end it. Just turn the lights off with a doll in there and have Shayna scream. We're going to talk about it, Soundwave. Ashley Steggles, $4.99. Why is JBL and the rest of the wrestling gods torturing us with Monday Night redundancy? What did we do to deserve this other than be loyal fans? Ashley, thank you for the coffee. I would take JBL. In all honesty, Ashley, I would take JBL right now than half this fucking roster. I don't care if he was a bully backstage. He was a meanie, though, BC. He was a bully, man. He was also fucking tough as nails. Not the actual nails, although he was fucking tough as well. Unique Butterfly, what up? Coffee for Unique Butterfly. From Unique Butterfly, salute. I have been so obsessed and hooked on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I actually forgot that Raw was on. But honestly, I'm glad I didn't watch it. Buffy, I never watched Buffy, but I'm guessing that's way more entertaining than fucking Raw. I just started watching Walking Dead, and I assure you, I would have a much better time watching 3 hours of Walking Dead, 3 episodes, than fucking Monday Night Raw. That's not just funny material for the stream. It's not just to get everybody to do an LOL or give BC a thumbs up. That's an actual true statement. I'm deep into the fucking seasons. I would have loved to take that 3 hours. I don't have a lot of time to watch TV. I just don't. I'm doing a million other things with my fucking time. So when I set aside 3 hours, man, I just ask that I'm entertained. I'll suspend disbelief. I'll meet you halfway, even if something is obnoxious, like that final segment last night. I just ask that you execute it. Give me the care in the details, because they're not so minor. So Buffy is easily gonna be better than anything. Would be better than this. Fraggle Rock, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, Saved by the Bell, Boy Meets World, Steve Urkel's Family Matters, 90210, Blue's Clues, Mr. Fucking Rogers. Doesn't matter. It's going to be more entertaining, and that's not just a fucking joke. That's the truth. Unique Butterfly, thank you. Kenley Pierre, $2.99. We need Keith back and better. Yeah, Keith Lee, man, it's obviously a medical thing. That's obvious. I mean, the dude is being so cryptic in his social media. He's talking about, oh, he just can't speak now about it, but he just has to find a way to. And he might just do a video. And if it was just a McMahon thing, then he can't even do a video, right? He would be fucking silent. Or maybe he was released. But the way Mia Yim was making it sound, too, and talking about privacy and shit like that, I gotta think it's medical. But we wish Keith Lee the best, but even if he was around, Vince would be fucking him over too right now. So don't get it twisted. Pedro W, 5-spot coffee. Morrison should be in a top babyface role, not Mrs. Lackey. Can't argue that, Pedro W. I can't argue that one bit. Carlos, 5-spot coffee. BC without Bray's creativity behind it. This won't work for Alexa for long. Totally agree, Carlos. I totally fucking agree. This is just Alexa, and I love Alexa's work. She's doing the best with what she's given. But this is just going to be... Alexa doesn't have that fucking pull like they have. They put the stock into Bray. Bray really works with Bruce Pritchard. And Bruce allows Bray to think way outside the box. And then Vince comes in and totally ruins it by having Goldberg beat him in 2 minutes. Or Randy Orton in 6 minutes with 1 RKO. Or Seth Rollins in a weird Hell in a Cell match. That's all Vince. Pritchard is working with Bray to get him to that line, and then it's all Vince. But without Bray there, man, Alexa is just going to have to take all the shit that she is being given. Try the best with it, but ain't going to get far. Carlos, absolutely agree, man. We got some more super VIPs up in here before we start the 3rd hour, guys. Christopher Blackshear, $1.99. Put Vince in a straitjacket. He needs an intervention at least, Christopher. It needs to be an intervention. Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, they have to sit him down. All the family members, USA executives, boardroom members, everybody, get this guy into a room, sit him down, and have an intervention. Because this shit is going lower and lower. Interest is no longer there. Even other Bro, there are other people in the community that don't even want to talk about the shit anymore. You just talk about regular fans. How about people that review the shit that are actually respected with large audiences? Bro, it ain't happening. The product is that fucking bad. This has to be an intervention. It has to be. USA has to step in. USA Network has to step in. You can't go lower than a 1-4. You're going to be at 1 million. You're going to be at 1 million. AEW is going to storm past you. They're going to be rolling by you, not going 120 miles an hour. If I'm AEW and Tony Khan is in the driver's seat, got Jericho in the passenger seat, all of the inner circle, the pinnacle, everybody's fucking stuffed into the back seat, got people peeking out of the trunk. All of AEW is slowly coming by Vince. And fucking Tony, if I'm just fucking waving. I'm like, hey Vince, have a fucking safe fall down. Hopefully you can get back to our level. See ya. And Vince is fucking going this way. Like, wait, we'll get better. I swear, damn it, we'll get better. It's too late. Companies are gonna surpass this dude if you're pulling in 1 million. This was old school TNA Impact numbers, and I used to make fun of that. Thank you, Christopher Blackshear. Ashley Steggles, $2.99. Raw makes us the Walking Dead. Yeah, we are the fucking zombies every time we watch Raw. Ashley Steggles. Couldn't be a more truer statement. Kevin Heffernor, 5-Spot Coffee. As a big Wyatt fan as I am okay with him off TV right now because the first Raw with fans needs a big return. Kinda annoyed they spoiled Sasha. It could be that way, Kevin, where they're saving Sasha, saving Edge, bringing back Brock Lesnar, saving Bray Wyatt, all for a live crowd. But you could do a lot with Bray Wyatt during this Thunderdome shit. We know that. That's why they moved Hell in a Cell. They could do a lot more with the Thunderdome than live. But I agree, Kevin. It looks like Bray Wyatt is not coming back until there is a live audience. I got you, Pedro W, with that 5-Spot Coffee. If I built the main event scene on Raw, the babyface half looks like Morrison, McIntyre, Ali, Matt Riddle, Keith Lee, and Damian Priest. Sounds good. Now book them correctly, Pedro W. Sounds like you have a lot more smarts than the old bastard in Stanford. So I would give you the benefit of the doubt. I would watch your product. Sheriff Rivers, 5-Spot Coffee, former legit ex-UFC fighter, yet she's scared of a doll. Well, that's what I mean about execution, Sheriff Rivers. I don't mind the segment. Undertaker made a lot of badasses scared of his fucking lightning and his power from an urn. And when the lights went out, people were scared shitless. And I'm talking high-level superstars. I'll believe it, just execute correctly. The execution was poor. Alexa tried her best. Shayna tried her best. The execution failed them. Vince McMahon let that on the air when he shouldn't have. Daniela Fernandez. Daniela, what up with that 10 spot? Thank you, Daniela. I think Aleister Black said that Vince McMahon think highly of him, which is confusing. You would think that Vince McMahon would push Aleister Black over. Yeah, but it was the same thing with Keith Lee, Daniela. Keith Lee said he had a good relationship with Vince. Vince thought highly and thought there was a good... There's something in Keith Lee. He's going to be a big star, right? Change this and change that. But you're going to be something. And then all of a sudden, Vince changed his mind like that. Same thing with Otis. Same thing with Aleister Black. Same thing with Bray 17 times. That's what I mean about an intervention. The old dude is losing it, man. When you hear every week that he's ripping up scripts minutes before, when you see the product getting this bad every fucking week, you know something's wrong with the owner of the company. Something is wrong with Vince. So it's not that confusing to me, Daniela. That sounds like Vince McMahon. I like you, I'm gonna push you. 1 week later, I don't like you. Hit the bricks. That's McMahon to me. Thank you, Daniela Fernandez, for those couple of coffees. Hold on, I got the Sheriff Rivers up in here. Sheriff Rivers with a 5-spot. Booker says Black wasn't unique. Yeah, but Booker T. I actually like Booker T. I really do, man. But some shit he says is wild. Booker T is wild. Aleister Black was more than unique. Let me set up some matches for you guys. Some of this might be NXT talent. So for those of you that watch NXT, you'll understand these match concepts. Think about Aleister Black versus Karrion Kross. Please, think about that. The character of Karrion Kross versus Aleister. Can you please think about Demon Balor, not just Finn Balor. Demon Balor versus Aleister Black's new Dark Father character. Can you please think about The Fiend versus Aleister Black in this new Dark Father character? I'm just giving you guys some shit off the top of my dome piece. Aleister could make those matches special just on paper because he is unique and special. So I don't know what Booker is talking about in this sitch. Sheriff Rivers, thank you. I see you, Jeffrey Ross, with that $4.99. Jeffrey, what's going on, BC? At work. I'm going to finish Raw when I get home, then watch your review. Ready, go! Jeffrey, I'll have this up on the channel. Hopefully, man. The tube's been known to be messing up, especially lately, but I'll try to have this review up on the channel later. I know we got a lot of people that tune in after work, after school, after errands, whatever the fuck. So, Jeffrey Ross, thanks for stopping by, showing the love. getting the Ant-Man a coffee and smashing that up, man. I appreciate it, Jeffrey Ross. Unique Butterfly with another coffee up in this bitch. 5 spot. Unique Butterfly, thank you. The truth is that no matter how much you try to talk to Vince until you are blue in the face, he is just damn stubborn. Exactly. And that's what I mean about an intervention. Because this is the same shit as an addict. It's the same shit as a fucking addict. You can talk to many addicts till you're blue in the face, or they are, and they just aren't going to accept it. They're in a bad fucking place. So when you have an intervention, they really see everybody there. And they go, oh fuck, I gotta change something. Because everybody's pissed. Exactly right, Unique. It needs to be more than just a person or 2 people or 5 people. Over 275. Thank you, guys. We're going toward 300 live. Love it. I just saw that now, man. Thank you. So let me get to the third hour because we got to talk fucking Nikki Cross and Asuka and what the fuck they were doing last night. We got to talk more about Alexa and Shayna. And we got to talk about a fucking another riveting matchup with Humberto. So let's talk about this, man. I'll get to more supers after this third hour, I assure you. Ow! Get him up. Ow. Ow! Ow! Get up! Get up! Ow! Gotta reamp a little bit for this third hour because this third hour is just as trashy as the fucking first and second, but perhaps even more. Charlotte and Ripley versus Cross and Asuka. Charlie takes out Ripley in this match, her own partner, allowing Cross to collect an easy W. Now there is so much wrong with this shit. So much. Number one, why the fuck are we seeing Charlotte tag up with Ripley again? This is the same redundant shit that Vince always does. Let's just take the 2 competitors, instead of building an actual storyline, let's put them together in a tag team. And that's how they'll feud. How many times do we see this shit? We saw it with Bianca and Sasha. We saw it with Asuka and Rhea. We saw it with Asuka and Charlotte. This is all just within the last couple of months. But I'm the negative bad guy on this platform. When all I'm doing is speaking the fucking truth, you damn well better bet I'm the boogeyman. Because I'm the only one that's gonna give it to you fucking legit. You ain't gotta fucking take it. Hit the fucking bricks if you can't handle amplificational truth. Nobody's keeping you on this fucking channel. There's 100 people that try to cover pro wrestling. Go! Hit the bricks! This is bullshit to watch the same fucking shit because they don't want to make a real storyline. The only storyline you could say they're having is making Nikki Cross look like an idiot to try to make a Charlotte Ripley story work. So for the last couple of fucking weeks, Nikki Cross has been throwing a parade and celebrating because she lasted 2 minutes with Charlotte and 2 minutes with Ripley. Do you know the career that Nikki Cross has had? Do you know what an exceptional talent she is? The work and the rate that she had busted her ass for years? And this is what she's been reduced to, celebrating lasting 2 minutes with other wrestlers. Not one, multiple. And then last night, they have Nikki Cross celebrating on the commentary table with Asuka. Asuka and Nikki are dancing on the commentator table like some circus strippers. Asuka's doing the fucking pool dance. Yeah! Nikki Cross is doing the fucking nose balloon while she's shaking her ass. And this is what they've been reduced to. Dancing. Look at Jimmy Smith. Jimmy Smith, it's only his second week on the job, lead commentator for Monday Night Raw. Jimmy Smith is all the way back in his chair looking up, and you know what he's thinking. He's thinking, what the fuck did I just do? What the fuck did I just do? I went from actual MMA and a good podcasting gig. Thank goodness I still have those. To fucking this. What are they doing? All you did was pick up a win because the opponent turned on the other. What are you celebrating? I can't. And I get the little kids. The little kids that somehow come across the channel when this is clearly, right? When it's not live, you see the warning label at the top of every video saying, warning, The subject in this video is heavy, not intended for kids. Now, I understand on live streams you don't get that. But you should know from the jump when you get a BC coming across your screen, this ain't gonna be made for fucking kids. But occasionally you get the fucking kid in here and they go, what the hell's going on? Why are we trashing this? Did you guys see Raw? It was amazing. My superhero is Mansoor because he's a man that soars. Did you see the ultimate Power Ranger? His name is Ricochet. He's a superhero. How is nobody seeing all the fucking holes? Not one, not two, not 20. The entire show is one hole after a fucking another. It's one botch after another. And I'm not talking from the superstars. From the old bastard in Stamford. An intervention needs to happen. USA Network needs to get involved. Shareholders, boardroom meeting, everybody has to sit this man down. One big giant room. That's what Asuka and Nikki Cross have been reduced to? Dancing on a table? But don't worry. Don't worry, it gets better. I guess BC's just complaining too much, and I have no reason to. It gets better next week because Eva Marie is making her re-debut. The women's division is about to get a lot better because Eva Marie's coming to save the day. Like her vignette said, we asked for it. She's gonna give it to us. For those of you just tuning in, man, welcome to Gorilla Position. I'm your host, BC Amplified. This is the Monday Night Raw review for Raw, June 7, 2021. It was a horrendous show, and I'm going through every reason why, which is every segment, so anybody that feels differently or thinks differently, that's fine, have your opinion. I'm not here for opinions, I'm dropping facts. So I literally have no... I will not even hear other opinions because it's an opinion. I'm not here to talk opinions. I don't have the fucking time. We've already been here over an hour. Does it look like I'm a dude who cares about opinions? Do I come across as a son of a bitch that talks opinions?
For those who love peanut butter and those who want to get married to peanut butter.
So for the hundreds in here right now, thank you. I know this started middle of the fucking morning, on a fucking Tuesday morning, and hundreds of motherfuckers showing up. And for the thousands that catch this after it was live, thank you for still coming back. Thank you for choosing BC to be your #1 source for any review, or news, or just talking, shooting the shit about pro wrestling. Thank you for coming to BC, man. I know there's 100 people trying to do this shit, and for you guys to invest in BC, man, that means a lot. So I appreciate it. So that's my thought on Nikki Cross and Asuka dancing on a fucking table. Nikki Cross, you take Nikki Cross the last in fact, fuck this shit. We're almost at 300 on the ups. Smash that shit, unit. Show some fucking muscle. Get over 300. There's no reason. BC's giving you everything on this one, man. I'm shooting fact after fact after fact. I want that to say over 300. The bitch boy brains are so far behind, man. They're crying. You're making the bitch boys cry. How the fuck do we only have 15? What the shit, man? They have hundreds. Why does everyone love Beasley? You're making the oh, we're way over 300 now, man. You guys are making the bitches beep. You're making them cry, man. What the hell, man? Oh, we going to 325 now. Make them cry. Make them cry. Make them cry. I love it. I love making bitches cry. Get off on that shit. I really do. Nearly 325 now. Ow! BC crushing the game, dog. But I'm the up and coming YouTuber that wasn't supposed to make it. I wasn't supposed to make it. That's what they told Beasley when I first started. You'll never see 5,000 subscribers, man. You're too amplified. You're gonna scare people. you're right. And then I hit it, and I was like, oh, you're right. I didn't hit 5. I just surpassed it. Bye-bye. And then I doubled it and tripled it and fucking everyone thought, fuck, shit. How is he doing this? Because I'm amazing at what I do, bitch. Even the tube tries to fucking suppress the amp unit channel, and we still continue to fucking grow, because we're badass, and we're about to hit 325 like that. Ah, love it. Big Kev, it's funny when BC's coffee kicks in, but Big Kev, you have no idea. That's exactly what's happening, because I haven't had, my other one was a couple hours ago, so about half is done during this review, and it's kicking, man. I love how you guys can tell when it really kicks in. Oh, man, I love it. You guys are the best, brah. You guys are the fucking best. So anyway, Asuka, Nikki Cross. I had to spend some time on that because it's serious, man. I'm done with that shit. Stop making Nikki Cross. You look at the last 3 weeks of Nikki Cross's booking. You look at the last fucking several years of Asuka's booking. Even with a championship, she has been an irrelevancy. How anybody is okay with this and just calling other people negative is beyond me. Because those are the people that are ruining more and fucking more. Kofi Kingston then defeats Matt Riddle via... Oh, no. That was the fruit roll-up. What am I doing? Did I even go over Ricochet and Humberto? Earlier, yeah. What the fuck? Hold up. No, Rico and Humberto... They had the double count out. All right, see what I mean? These are the matches we got last night. Ricochet and Humberto to a double fucking count out. Riveting. And then we had another riveting match here in the third hour. This was Drew Gulak versus Mansoor. You talk fucking riveting. When you think larger-than-life characters and must-see matches, you gotta be talking about Mr. Catering Crusader Drew Gulak and the man that soars. You gotta be talking about larger-than-life. And I know they have their fan bases. And I'm willing to get behind them if the fucking owner of the company got behind them. Would be fucking beautiful. Give me a reason to want to see Gulak versus the man that soars. Because until you can get Ali correct, and Ricochet correct, Humberto correct, Gulak correct, can somebody even explain to me why Mansoor is even on the roster? And people get fucking, they go ballistic over it. Yeah, Mansoor's on the roster. This is going to be great, man. Great matches. Look at what they did to Ali and Ricochet and Berto and Gulak and so many others. Aleister Black, Keith Lee, Otis, Chad Gable, Shinsuke Nakamura. I can go on and on with the whole fucking roster. And you're happy that Mansoor's there just to get the same fucking treatment? Or what if he doesn't? Wonder if they give Mansoor the fucking, every moon rock, every rocket strap, every fucking push possible. Is that fair to fucking Ali, who's been there for years and never saw that type of a rocket or a moon rock or a fucking push? So either way you look at it, I don't see what Mansoor's doing here. This isn't just about being a fan of Mansoor. I understand. He soars like the man that he is. But you have a roster that's already jacked. Jack, you just ain't doing shit with them. So adding more people isn't going to help, and getting rid of people like Aleister Black and Mickie James and Samoa Joe is not going to help. You're getting rid of people you shouldn't be and bringing in people like Eva Marie. And even the man that soars, whether you like him or not, you're bringing these people in for what? But I'm too negative. I can't talk about it. They say, stop it, man. Let's talk about positives. Let's talk about the Miz in slow motion going down the ramp again, right? You laughed at that, Beasley. Laugh again, Beasley. We like positive, Beasley. You like positive, Beasley? Give me a positive show. Give me a show where lots of good shit happens, and then you'll get positive, BC. So anyway, Gulak versus Mansoor. You got to be talking fruit roll-up award here. The man that soars rolls up the catering crusader, Drew Gulak. Fruit roll-up award. That's right, it was a fruit roll-up. Jared9 Gaming, that goes under fruit roll-up for sure, because all he did was hold down the legs and shoulders. It's a variation of a fucking rule-up. Rule-up? Roll-up, rule-up, rack-up, rim-up. Shut the fuck up. Who the fuck cares? It's a roll-up award. Here you go. Open wide there, Mr. Gulak. Don't act like you don't fucking know. There you go. Oh, Gulak dropped the Fruit Roll-Up Award just like he does in the fucking ring. He drops those matches left and right because he can't say anything to Vince. He'll fire you. He already let Gulak fucking get released once, remember? His contract expired. But then there was this outrage from the interweb community, and all of a sudden Gulak was brought back with a new contract. But for what? This was a miserable year for fucking Gulak. He would have been better on the independents, most likely. Then again, no. It was 2020 and 2021. There wasn't a lot of independent shows. He was probably enjoying those paychecks. But now I'm sure Gulak would love to fucking get the fuck out. So he gets a fucking free... You know what? Take the whole fucking award box. Take it all. Take it all, Gulak. You get all the fucking awards, bro. Anybody that's okay getting fruit roll-up and is gonna fucking stand up for themselves, you deserve the whole fucking box of awards. But you see, they can't speak up, they'll get fired. I would literally say, please, I will lose any fucking way possible, just please do not make me get fruit roll-up. Please do not make me lose by just holding me fucking down. Please, man! I'm more badass than that! And then we go to Kofi Kingston defeating Matt Riddle via Trouble in Paradise. Half the match was good, half the match was sloppy. The entire match, I couldn't help but think, why should we care about this? And this was our main event. So fucking odd. Because the main event slot was for Shayna and Alexa. So this was your main event match. It was good wrestling. Wasn't even that good. A lot of it was sloppy as fuck. Matt Riddle was off his game for a lot of that. You could tell Kofi was pissed off several fucking times. So that was your main event wrestling-wise. I tell you, man. Yeah. And then we go into Alexa's playground. Guest Shayna Baszler. Alexa wants Baszler to apologize to Lily. Baszler grabs Lily and says, and I quote, "Lily, I'm sorry that you're a stupid doll." Alexa flips out, attacking Shayna. Shayna throws Alexa out of the ring and then stomps Lily right in her face. Alexa starts to grin, knowing Baszler had done just fucked up. Lights start to flicker. Fire blazes, aka pyro, starts to go off. Baszler hightails it. Cameras pick her up backstage where debris is nearly crushing Shayna. Clearly shook, Shayna locks herself in her room and barricades herself, only to find Lily in the room. But she keeps looking back, right? The mirror shows her. She looks back. Lily's no longer there. Shayna's cracking up, right? That's what they want you to believe. Lights go out. Shayna screams. We go off the air. Now, this is the type of shit that we've always seen from WWE. I get it, man. There's people saying this was the worst fucking ending ever. Every fucking week is the worst ever. Have you ever seen the end to a Monday Night Raw? It's like they put zero fucking thought into it. We get two fucking jackasses wrestling a match we don't give a fuck about. Both are basically jobber status. It ends with a fruit roll-up, and we go off the air. To me, that's worse than anything that they could have done last night with these two. And the fucking doll. In fact, the doll is more over than half the fucking roster. And that's what is sad. Because that is a fact. Because we are all talking about a doll today and not the superstars. Or at least not in a positive way or light. That's the fucking problem. If you're gonna do this shit, go all out and do it right. Baszler should have had real fire in that room. And a real fire, and she barricaded herself, and Lily just fucked her over. And now she's trying to get out of that blaze. She finally gets out. She fucking falls to the floor. There's fucking smoke all around her. She engulfed it all. And you look up to a fucking actual Chucky-like Lily. It's Chucky, but a Lily. And she said, "You just made it out, you stupid little bitch." Just like she was called a stupid little doll, she calls Shayna a stupid little bitch, says it's far from over. Maybe even run off like a fucking Chucky. Do that, man! Do that, at least it's cooler! But to have Shayna Baszler just scream because there's a doll in the room? Because at this point, Lily isn't even at Chucky status. Lily is a fucking doll! And that's fine for the vignettes for the past 2 months. It is no longer fine for Shayna Baszler screaming at the top of her fucking lungs. Because now you're gonna start making Shayna look weaker than we've ever thought possible. And that's hard to do because Vince has buried Shayna 17 ways every fucking way possible to Sunday. You know damn well how I feel about the word buried. Shayna's been buried. In fact, Vince keeps bringing in dump trucks to keep adding on dirt on top of fucking Shayna. Now you're just embarrassing her. Vince has a real vendetta with Shayna, it seems. She's being fed to Alexa. And it's sad because this is the most fucking relevant she's been in the last couple of years, even with a tag title. Shayna Baszler actually has a fucking storyline. But I see how this is going to end up. She's going to look like an absolute joke to the match, and then be absolutely ruined beyond recognition or repair. That's what's unacceptable. The execution in the segment. I don't give a fuck if people think it's the worst finish ever. I've seen much worse. I'm pissed with the execution and what it does or doesn't do for the actual superstars. Shayna does not deserve this, just like Asuka and Nikki Cross does not deserve dancing like some circus strippers on a commentary table, and poor Jimmy Smith doesn't even know what he's watching. And how the fuck do you tell your company that you have, like BC had last night, had a couple people that do not watch wrestling, and they gotta watch Nikki Cross and Asuka dancing on a fucking table when they didn't accomplish jack shit? They were actually into that final segment. That shows me that the casual fan will be invested into this. But at the very end, they both were like, that was weird. Because of the actual finish of the segment. They didn't understand why Shayna didn't have a better outro. Give her something more. Give her an actual outro, man. Leave us going, damn! Lily's alive! But Lily's a doll right now. Do you see why people are pissed off? One of the baddest son of a bitches is scared shitless over this doll. You had plenty of time to make the doll more real. Turn her into Chucky and I'm on board. Do it. He's gonna do it anyway. You could have fucking CGI'd the fuck out of it. You could have had a real size fucking life Chucky. I don't give a fuck. To have her just scream in a dark room, that's what I mean about not putting time, effort, and care into it. You didn't want to use the money and resources that you could have used, so you just pulled the easiest way out, and it came across as absolutely pathetic.
Is that in the end, you got to be really good with stars, or they shut you out. So Chris Paul's getting old. You don't have to vote him MVP. He's not going to shut you out. But you want to make sure you take care of the stars, all the writers. But last night was a prime example. Denver takes like a 10-point lead in the third quarter. It's the moment. It's the moment. This is where we know. This is where the MVP step up. From that point forward, how was the opening? Not great.
Come on, unit. Am I being too harsh, or was this an absolute bullshit segment? Speak out.
3 for 3 free throws.
Because I know the answer. I don't think I'm being harsh enough. If this was the good, the bad, and the ugly, it's a straight double ugly.
In plus minus. That's called an MVP. Seize the moment. Not about the first quarter, not about the second. And what's really amazing about Chris Paul, and this is not a little thing, it is a massive thing. We all know last year was an exception. Young guys were good in the ball, right? The playoffs are about veterans. The playoffs have always been about old guys. LeBron and Kawhi,
Yep.
James Harden and Kevin Durant.
That's my unit speaking out. That's why you're the fucking best.
Chris Paul goes to Phoenix. He's
That is why you guys are the fucking best, man. Because you understand. You comprehend. You don't come to the fucking channel that is literally called PC Amplified and go, chill, man. Relax. Relax, man.
Chris Paul has been in Phoenix
you clicked on an amplified channel and go, relax, it's not that bad. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Now, you guys understand how fucking bad this has been for years. You guys understand that on this channel, we only blame one person. We don't even utter the name Bruce Pritchard for blame, or even Kevin Dunn. We blame Vince McMahon on this channel because we know exactly, just like Aleister Black said when Bruce Pritchard had his back the entire time, it's Vince that for some reason just didn't see it in him anymore. How many wrestlers need to come forward? How many people need to turn a blind eye and blame other people like Bruce Pritchard? These are people that don't know what they're fucking talking about. We need an intervention with McMahon, Triple H, Stephanie, USA Network, boardroom members, all the stock and shareholders. You got a $1 billion conglomerate that is running itself into the fucking ground, and you're letting it happen.
New system, new coach.
You're letting it happen.
He not only wins, he wins instantly everywhere. New Orleans, Oklahoma City, Phoenix. He goes to Houston, won 65 games.
The performances by Alexa and Shayna were top-notch. It was the best that Shayna could have possibly done. This is something she's not even used to. She did her very best. Alexa's killing the character. Not in a bad way. I mean, she's taking everything that fucking she's being given and doing her very best. But Vince has literally just transplanted the powers of Bray onto Alexa, and it's not going to work the same. And if you're going to make us invest and believe in a Lily, Lily's going to have to come to life somehow. Find a way. They made a whole franchise series, movie series, out of a fucking doll that came to life and fucked shit up. He could do it, he just doesn't want to spend the fucking money.
This is a bunch of kids. All Phoenix's best players are kids. He does it in the first.
That's the fucking show. Thank you for the hundreds that tuned in. Thousands that'll check this out later. Thank you guys so much, man. We went hour and a half. I'm going to stick around for a little bit longer and talk to some VIPs, which I love doing. I'm not going to bullshit you and say I wish I could have came across in this stream more positive and talked about more better things. More in a better spirits, right? I wish I could do that. No, I'm not going to bullshit you. Until they get their shit together, I don't even wish that. I want to literally run them into the ground the same way they're doing to themselves. We'll begin the intervention process. We cannot give them mulligans anymore, Amp Unit. You can't do it, bro. You can't possibly let them off the hook anymore.
13 years, tens of thousands of five-star reviews. Breathable, lightweight.
I got you, Supers. Hold on, I gotta get them up on the big screen, man.
They do it different.
The tube's all sorts of fucked up. You guys know how it is.
No matter where, or it's free guarantee. Right now, first order, we'll give you 20% off.
Joey's Adventures, 5-spot coffee. Thank you, Joey. Say what you will about Bray, but at least the people he feuded with were afraid of the clown demon in front of them, not a 7-inch doll. Agree, man. If the doll comes to life like Chucky, I'm on board. If you guys aren't, that's fine. He's gonna do it anyway. This has always been Vince's mentality. Just pull it off. I told you. You give me Chucky in WWE, man, I'm fucking down, man. The promo that Chucky cut with Rick Steiner in WCW still has me rolling today. But if you're just gonna have her sitting on a couch, just a doll, no. Big Nang, 5-spot. Jeff wins a match all of a sudden because Money in the Bank is right around the corner and need high flyers. Yeah, Big Nang. Wouldn't doubt that's the only fucking sole reason. John Alexander, 2-spot. Both Charlotte and Rhea came off like assholes. Yeah, but at least they fucking are going for something. Look at Nikki Cross and our girl Asuka, John. They look like fucking clowns dancing on a commentary table because they won jack shit. Charlotte really defeated Rhea. And they're dancing because they got away, just like Nikki Cross has been for the last several weeks. Thank you, John. Big Nang with another 5-spot coffee. Sub BC, how do you see WWE to try to sell out Allegiant Stadium for SummerSlam with 65,000 plus? That's not going to happen. They're not selling out. They'll get a lot of people, though, because, you know, people are feeling like they can come back outside, come out of the fucking fortress that they built. Everyone can stop being scared little fucking sheep. It's okay. So people will come out. Maybe even some of them will not have masks on. Oh, how fucking ballsy. So they'll come out. I don't see them scoring 60 to 70 G's. Not with the product that they're putting out there today, man. Not that many people are going to want to show up, Big Nang. And that's rough to say because people actually are begging for a reason to come out of the house. WWE's giving them a reason to fucking stay away from Allegiant Stadium. Chelsea Elaine, 5 spots. Up, BC. Coffee's on me today. I hope you are enjoying your day. The only part I was entertained with was Shayna Alexa Lily. Much love, BC. Chelsea, right back to you. And like I said, I watched with other people, and fucking, they were captivated by that final segment. They really were captivated. The very, very end of that segment, they were just like, oh, they knew it could have been better, and they don't even watch the product. But they were down with it. It shows you, if they just did that segment correctly, accurately, they did it full throttle and executed top notch, you would have had people on board with that. So yeah, I mean, even BC for the first time in the night was actually like, where are they going with this, man? You got my attention. Don't let it fall flat. They let it fall flat because that's what Vince does. Chelsea, thank you for the coffee. Mr. Black Ice 22, 5 spot. In VKM's voice, I need the old Mr. McMahon back. LOL, the 50-some odd point lead the Nets gave to the Bucks was more fun, huh? Jobbers wanted ASAP. Yeah, they looked like a team of fucking jobbers when that was happening. What a fucking game that was. And yeah, man, I don't know. We need jobbers back in that company. Who was that? Mr. Black Ice 22. Thank you for the... Mr. Black Ice, jobbers help create superstars, man. Without jobbers, you're going to get superstar versus superstar. The problem with that is everybody is going to be 50-50 booked into irrelevancy and averageness. And when everybody is average, nobody looks at you as larger than life or even a superstar. So then you have what is supposed to be a superstar versus a superstar, but it's nothing more than a jobber versus a jobber. But they're not supposed to be jobbers. I hope you're keeping up. These are the reasons the company is falling flat on its fucking dome piece every single week. These are issues that can be avoided and changed and fixed, but they refuse to listen to people like BC that know what the fuck they're talking about. Pedro W, 5 spot. If WWE sells to Disney, would that be a conflict of interest because WWE has a TV contract with USA? No. In fact, Comcast Universal can buy WWE, but yet Fox has the rights to SmackDown. So absolutely not. They would still honor those rights. I'll give you guys a little bit of an example. I believe Disney owns the rights to Superman or Spider-Man. So who is Spider-Man? Is that DC or some shit? I don't follow comics. But they have the rights to whoever runs Spider-Man. Is that DC, Marvel, whatever the fuck? Who is that, guys? Marvel. Thank you, guys. So Marvel owns the Spider-Man, right? Now, they have the exclusive deal with Disney. Disney has those fucking rights completely. But yet there's a Spider-Man ride in Universal Studios. But that never got affected. It was in perpetuity. So what happens in that point is Universal, as long as they want, they can have that Spider-Man ride in their park, even though Disney owns that Spider-Man shit. I hope that makes sense. So if you flip it over to wrestling, Fox can still go on business as usual at SmackDown, and they'll have to honor the deal, even though Comcast Universal owns that shit. Hopefully that makes sense, man. That's a little bit of business behind the scenes. You guys know I'm a numbers guy. I love business, and I love breaking down that fourth wall when it comes to business. So I just love how all that works. But yeah, who was that? Pedro W. So that would not affect that at all. Chelsea Elaine with a couple of more 2 spots. A couple of coffees apiece. Only good thing was Alexa Shayna Lily last night. I got to agree. Unfortunately, it was one of the worst parts too, because they did not execute. Chelsea also says half of them will be heading to catering again. They already got most of the roster there, Chelsea. At this point, pull up a chair. Jesse Borsler, another 5-spot BC. You should tally up the fruit roll-ups, and when the end of the year comes, see how many matches ended in a fruit roll-up. My boy JR9 Gaming's already doing that, Jesse Borsler. Talk to him. He's on the channel. He's one of my tried and trues. He's got the statistics for ya. Or they will be up later. JR9 Gaming takes care of that for me. He's a numbers guy as well. Big Nang with a 5-spot. Coffee. Mansoor can't handle the rocket pressure because his back will get sore. Because he's a man that gets sore. I see what you did there, Big Nang. Thanks, brother. Chelsea Elaine with another 2-spot says, Miz gone flying was all I seen. Slow motion Miz, man. John, no. Fuck. Slow motion Miz, probably the only good part of the fucking night. Executed perfectly. I don't even think they could have imagined it would go like that. Chelsea, you ain't kidding. SOS TDM 617. What up, dude? This is what we call wrestling. This show is trash. And SOS put 3 fucking garbage pails up there. So you know SOS ain't having it either. Another 2-spot. I'd rather watch Kindergarten Cop than Raw, period. Arnold Schwarzenegger as a fucking actor. Just think about that, right? Wow, was that bad. But I would easily watch any Arnold. I would watch Jingle All the Way rather than Raw, SOS. Papo Jr., 10-spot, couple of coffees. Brings me back to an interview Shayna had about being in the main roster and Vince messing with her head on what to do in the ring. They probably heard that story and decided to bury Shayna. BC Amp Unit, check you. Papo Jr., I played that several times on this channel, that exact interview, where Shayna was told by Vince to change everything. She changed everything. Vince got pissed off and told her and Natty to redo a match. So then Shayna redid it, went back to her old ways. Vince said it was awesome. So then Shayna was like, what the fuck does this guy want? This was from Shayna's words. And there's people that want to blame Bruce Pritchard still, even after Aleister Black said what he said last week about Bruce and getting his back, but it was Vince. Even when you hear people like Shayna Baszler saying that Vince McMahon rips your confidence away from your soul, and you're going to blame everybody but Vince? Or somebody and Vince? No, get the fucking and out. This is Vince. And he kills your confidence. I am sure he has killed Bray Wyatt's confidence. He has killed Keith Lee's confidence. He has for sure killed Shayna Baszler's confidence. This is what this guy does. He gets off. He gets off on killing his fucking wrestler's confidence. He wants to bring you down to a level where you feel like he is your only fucking plan to get ahead. He is your only way out. That way you don't get a big enough head and think that you're larger than the company, because Vince hates that. If you get over on your own in this company, Vince will try to squash you. Oh, Papo Jr., thanks, brother. Alan Christensen, 5-spot. Nope, BC, you are spot on. This product is just pure cringe today. I've been a fan for almost 30 years, and I remember when Monday nights were can't miss. Me too, man. It was must-see television every Monday. It didn't matter if it was a holiday. It didn't matter if your grandmother was celebrating a 145th birthday. It didn't matter if your hot girlfriend wanted you over for the night. You couldn't miss Stone Cold's glass shattering, and you had to see what the NWO was doing. Pro wrestling was where you had to be on Monday nights. Now we watch like literal zombies, walkers from The Walking Dead. It's the perfect analogy, because I catch myself 76 times during these shows wondering how did I slump so far into the chair? Downing coffee after coffee and it ain't doing shit. I am watching 3 hours of something that puts you to sleep. That's not funny. That's not just an analogy or an over-exaggeration. That's truth. The show puts you to sleep. After one segment, 5 minutes, you know you're watching a train wreck. But we tune in out of 2 things, don't we, Amp Unit? We tune in out of habit and hope. Every Monday, we true diehard fans, we tune in out of habit and hope. Habit because it's what we've done, most of us, since we were little kids. And hope, hoping that something has finally fucking changed. We tune in out of habit and hope. Alan Christensen, thank you for the coffee. Chelsea Elaine with another 2-spot. Where the hell is Bray Wyatt? Did he vanish again? They're probably keeping him for live events, as we talked about earlier with a VIP Super. I am also thinking that there is something with him and Vince that needs to be worked out before he even comes back, and maybe it's bigger than we know. We know he did take the whole Brody thing a little tough too, so maybe he just needed... Either way, you can't have Bray lose that match at WrestleMania. Not in 6 minutes, not to 1 RKO, not just to have Randy Orton go on to lose against Kofi Kingston like the next fucking night, and then go into a tag team with RK Bro Matt Riddle. That's why you had Bray the Fiend Wyatt lose at Mania in 6 minutes to 1 RKO? No, come on, bro. Stop. He needed to win that, even if he knew he was taken off for months. You have him win that. Chelsea, thank you. Nazmil Hussein, 199. I think it's time to start protesting, right? Wrap around Stamford, Connecticut's WWE headquarters. I'm telling you, Nazmul, there does need to be an intervention with Triple H, Stephanie. USA Network needs to step in. The boardroom, stockhold, stock member, all of them, man, the shareholders. Everybody needs to get this dude into a room. And they need to have him listen. And there needs to be a takeover on it, man. They need to start taking over the creative, because everything that is coming across Vince McMahon's eyes, he is ripping up and changing it, and it is becoming more and more apparent by the show. Mr. Charles Grin, 2-spot. Thank you for the advice, BC. You got it, dude. Good luck on the Chan. And just have the gift to gab. Have your knowledge, man. Do your research. Don't come with opinions. Nobody cares about opinions. Good luck, dude. Kevin Heffernor, 2-spot. Fickle fans starting to turn on Roman. Damn shame. Are they really, Kevin? I didn't hear that. Roman's got with the only good fucking gig on SmackDown, it seems. Roman's amazing in that heel character. Anybody turning on Roman, that's what Daniel Bryan used to call fickle fans back in the day. That is a fickle fan, because Roman is on cloud 9 right now. I would love to see Kenny Omega from AEW. If any of you don't watch AEW, there's a really good wrestler over there, Kenny Omega. He hasn't even hit his stride in AEW. He was better in New Japan, I felt. But this dude will eventually hit his stride, even with fucking 17 gold championships around him. But I would love to see their top heel, man, Kenny Omega, take on fucking Roman Reigns right now. Oh, what fun. Oh, what fun that would be. Don't tell me Roman Reigns is getting fucking turned on by the fans. Stop it. Or maybe that's a good thing. Boo the shit out of him, because this is a heel character I can get behind. Unreal, Kevin. Big Nang, 2-spot. One last coffee on me. See you later, BC and Unit. Big Nang, thank you, dude. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you for showing the love to the channel. Right back at you. Sheriff Rivers, 5-spot. That last 2 weeks of AEW, 528,000 and 425,000 last Friday. Is that what they pulled in, AEW, 425,000? I know they're on a Friday night, but wow, man. So they lost another over 100,000 from the previous Friday. So this isn't just a Friday night problem. People are tuning out even faster than on the Wednesday show. The reason this is an issue, guys, is because these are your faithful viewers that you want there for the bulk of every week. If you're now below, well below 500,000, you gotta try to get that back when you return to Wednesdays. AEW could be in a world of shit. The good news is WWE is face-planting themselves into a world of shit, so they won't have that far to go when they do get back on track. Sheriff Rivers, those are not good numbers, man. Carlos, 5-spot. Salute, BC. Great to have you and the AMP unit back. Much love and respect. Carlos, right back to you. Salute. I gotta get a new coffee, man. I'm down to the fucking end. I'm nursing it. I gotta get a fresh, hot. Maybe we'll go a double latte, double shot latte. How's that sound? Thank you, Carlos. I think I got everybody, guys. If I missed everyone, I'll try to get you in the next. I'll definitely catch them. So even if I don't get a chance to call them out, I do catch them afterwards because they show up in a different section. And I always appreciate the coffees, guys. Thank you. Joey's Adventures, another 5-spot right at the end here. I run a Facebook group called Wrestling Tavern and post your show reviews when they are posted. A majority of the members enjoy them and agree with you. Oh, appreciate that, Joey's. Yeah, I don't do the whole social thing, but you guys are much more tech savvy at that. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the content, even after we're live. Joey's Adventures, much love and respect, dude. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Jeff Spinard also came in at the last second with that 20-spot. That's 4 Starbucks, 6 Dunkin' Donuts. Jeff Spinard, haven't seen you in a minute up in here either, dude. Habit and hope, well said. Oh, habit, yeah, that's what we tune in every Monday, man. Habit and hope, well said, and I feel the same way. Vince is setting up for the sell. They're using 20 guys every week and letting go people like Alistair and Buddy Murphy. What? Keep it up, BC. Love listening to you go off. Jeff, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad that you enjoy the channel, the streams, the videos, and the amplification. I'm glad that I can entertain you because we know the fucking show is not. So I really do appreciate the words, dude. And habit and hope, that's what we tune in. And I don't know, man. More and more people are stopping, though, Jeff. You look at the ratings, more and more people are losing, letting that habit and hope fall to the wayside. And maybe that is for the best. Thank you, Jeff. Chelsea Elaine with another coffee 5 spot says, turning the channel when I see Eva next week. Ratings will be falling big time. What is NXT in your house, though? In your house is coming up soon, man. Hopefully they bring back Mr. Tom Pettengill, man. I always love seeing Todd Pettengill, part of my childhood. In your house is going to be much better than Monday Night Raw, I assure you, Chelsea. But to what you originally said, I'm hearing a lot of people are claiming they're going to turn the channel when Eva Marie comes on. It's going to be funny to see if it actually happens. I can't wait till the ratings come out after next week and see if there was a true dip or a true up incline. Upline, incline, I can fucking speak. More coffee, BC. If there is an incline or a decline, man, and how steep. Because I'm hearing a lot of people, Chelsea, saying that they're gonna flip the channel. But a lot of people say that and they don't actually do it. So we'll see. That's funny.
Agreed to new contracts with the organization. The revised contract for Arians doesn't add for more years, but it does include a pay raise and likes me deal ensures they will maintain.
I see you, Renee G. Mic dropping over there, Renee. Where the fuck you guys find that? That's awesome. Fucking mic drop. The last hour and 45 minutes we just did a mic drop. Renee, thank you for the coffee.
Jason Light is
Leadership structure in place.
Brady or not, this roster, they were the only NFL team this year.
I see you, Lisa.
They drafted for depth.
Lisa Matcher. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly with a 5-spot coffee. Lisa, much love right back to you. What about this crazy Bailey? Every screen owns special place. Overconfident, taunting the EST, the champ. Yeah, I'll tell you why I didn't like that, Lisa. And I like Bailey's new character. And I like Bailey turning the volume up with this Bianca Belair. Whether you guys like it or not, at least the characters are trying to do all they can with the bullshit that Vince is giving them. What I don't like is Bailey on every face of the fucking Thunderdome. That's supposed to be Alexa's gimmick, right? Which was brought upon thanks to Bray Wyatt. But that's Alexa showing up on all. Why are you doing now? All of a sudden, Bailey's doing the devilish scream on every Thunderdome screen. Alexa just did that. You're just taking everybody's character and giving it to everybody, and you're diluting everybody in the fucking process. Stop that shit, bro! Stop that, man. It's fucking pathetic. I couldn't believe what I was witnessing with that Bailey shit.
Their season ends up turning out because they haven't made any tweaks, at least to their starters. So that's the rest of their roster. They made some new starters.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, that's Alexa's shit. And we're already talking about how Alexa is taking all, or is giving Bray Wyatt's gimmick. So now you're literally just giving everything. I mean, I'm seeing Bobby Lashley have the Godfather's gimmick. Because that's the Godfather's gimmick.
Throughout the process, and it's been reported that they'll have a major input in the next hire, but he's not demanding anything.
I don't understand that Bailey shit, bro. Who was that too, by the way? Lisa, thank you, man. I don't understand that, but Bianca's holding her own. I love Bianca, and I do love Bailey's work too. Stop the every screen. You can't make Bailey the Alexa Bliss of SmackDown. It'll dilute any steam that Alexa does have. Whether you think she has any or a lot, it'll dilute it all.
If he's not making any demands as the head coach, maybe he doesn't want to put his stamp on something if he's going to try and find his way out of it.
Alan Christensen, another 5-spot coffee, says, keep dropping facts, BC. I just watch your channel because it's so hard to watch this product today. I'm much more entertained and captivated. Alan, thank you for the words, man, honestly. I'm glad that you're entertained by the channel and by BC more than the fucking product, although that's absolutely fucking sad as well, because I want everybody to be enjoying the product way more than you're enjoying BC. And as far as me being the only one that you listen to, dude, I couldn't be more humbled by that. That is awesome. That out of everybody in the community, you choose BC. I appreciate it, Alan. Ashley Steggles, $9.99. Ashley says, BC, I had a bitch boy Braden on Facebook blaming Bruce and Creative for the booking. He was soon agreeing with me that it's all Vince's fault after getting amplified at him. Educate, Ashley. That's all you got to do. I mean, that's the reason I don't do the whole social media thing, is because you just come across every dipshit Dugenheimer and every bitch boy Braden, every cryback Karen. Nah, no time for that shit. But if you come across them, educate. Maybe you'll get through to them, maybe not. Is it worth your time, Ashley? That's up for you to decide. But I'm glad they were able to comprehend that when you are bad for 15 years, when you keep getting worse, you stop blaming employees, you stop blaming managers, and you blame the fucking owner. And that's it. That's it.
I think we all just want to be able to see Dame in a space.
If Starbucks gets worse and worse down by the fucking corner, every fucking day I go in, every coffee, every week, every month, it gets worse and worse. I'm no longer blaming Barista Barbara. I'm no longer blaming Manager Mike. I'm blaming owner dipshit himself, Mr. Dugenheimer. That's right, he's the clown with the Mr. in front of his name tag. Mr. Dugenheimer. I'm blaming the dipshit Dugenheimer. I am blaming the owner. Because clearly anything that I was complaining about to the fucking employees as the manager did not work. Clearly this is an owneral problem. If a product is this bad for so long, you don't think it's one dude, the owner? Who was that? Ashley. Thank you for educating on behalf of the AMP unit, man. Sometimes we gotta do that as the unit. SOSTDM 617 2-spot. Gimmick infringement should be a crime in wrestling. Yeah, Vince is just doing that now because it saves him time. He already wasn't putting time and effort into anything. Now he's literally just passing the same character to everybody. Yeah, just have Bailey do the Alexa. Have her laugh uncontrollably in an evil way. And put her on all the Thunderdome screens. But that's literally Alexa's gimmick now. Yeah, who cares? Damn it, she's on Raw. Bailey is SmackDown. Truth, man. Chelsea Elaine. 2-spot. Has someone kicked NJPW girl from the live chat? I would hope not. Was she here in the first place? NJPW girl, are you here? Sometimes she just takes off. A lot of you guys can't stay for the whole 2 fucking hours, so you just pop in and out. BC didn't take NJPW off. NJPW is one of our tried and trues, man. That's like me taking Car9. Oh, reconnecting my ass. They just tried to boot me from the stream, the tube. Damn you, Lily! I already said I don't mind you, Lily. You just need to be more like Chucky. Fuck, man. Yeah, did NJPW girl come out? What's up? Yeah, she could just be having to take off, and maybe she'll keep popping in and out. But BC did not boot her. Maybe the tube did. I don't know. The tube takes comments off left and right without BC knowing. Trust me. A lot of you guys are like, BC, my comment isn't showing. BC didn't take it off as long as you're being respectful, even if you're disagreeing. Which I can't stand those people. I put out a 45-minute video, an hour-long video, and the one comment a dipshit will put is a disagreement. It's like, out of 45 minutes, out of an hour, the one thing you want to put out there is a disagreement? Like I give a fuck about opinions anyway? I'm dropping facts, bro! But anyway, people like, my comment. Well, as long as you respect, I didn't do shit to it. The tube takes motherfuckers off now. I hope they didn't take NJPW girl off. I'll check later. NJP, if you catch this, man, if you are banned or shadow banned, whatever the fuck, leave a comment after this is up. You should be able to put a comment maybe on. I don't fucking know. Let people know that you're still rocking. Justice for NJPW, damn it! She's probably there, though. Or probably just taking care of some shit. I see you, dog. Hold on. Who the fuck? Oh, we got the SOS, yeah? Oh, did I get everybody? Did I finally fucking get everybody? Alright, guys, much love. 2 hours on the stream. You guys rock. I'm gonna go get another coffee, and we're gonna whoop that ass today. There's a lot to do, a lot to get to. I'm already an hour behind schedule, but who gives a fuck? I love shooting the shit about pro wrestling, so we'll have a lot of fucking blast like we do every time I put out a video. I tell you guys. Check you, man. I can't do a fucking roll call for everybody because now it wants to act up. It already booted me 2 minutes ago. Luckily, I got redirected. Check you guys, man. Thank you, all my VIPs, man. If I missed anybody, I'll try to get you in the next one. Thank you for the coffees. Thank you for chatting with the Ant, man. Put them up. Man, we still got hundreds just shooting the shit on the supers and the VIPs, bro. What a stream. What a fucking stream, man. Put them up. Hey, put up the Riddle scooters if you guys can. Let's end this with some bro. Bro. We're gonna go out with Matt Riddle's school. We're all gonna fucking do some extracurricular activity, I could speak, and then we're gonna jump on our scooters and we're headed to Stamford, Connecticut. We want to see the old man. Where's Vincent Kennedy McMahon? I want to see Vincent Kennedy McMahon. What the hell is McMahon? I want to see. Oh, look at all the scooters. That's badass, brah. That's badass, brah. Put that shit up. Look at all the scooters, brah. Bro. Look at all the scooters. It looks damn awesome on my screen. This looks cool. Put the scooters up. Yeah. All right, guys. I kept you here long enough. Go whoop today's ass, huh? Whoop that shit. BC's going to fuck shit up. We'll do this again soon, man. Impromptu videos during the week. You know it. Boot them up. Oh, damn. Scooter's coming flying in. Got the fucking snakes in there too. Fuck yeah. Damn. I'm trying to scroll. I can't get all the fucking scooters. Matt Riddle's gonna be looking for his piece. You know you guys took that shit. You guys, one of you took Matt Riddle's shit. Matt Riddle's in here with his scooter. There you go, Matt. Bro. Check you guys, man. You guys made this fucking more fun than the fucking show, I assure you. Look at that shit. One more to 400 on the ups. Fuck that shit. Let's hit 400 right now, guys. Let's hit 400 live and show the thousands coming in later that we kicked ass on this stream. Matt Riddle, somebody stole your scooter, dude. Somebody, you better find the culprit. 400, you guys rock. PC's out. He's got to get another coffee. Thank you, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. You guys are the best. Check you guys. Stacey Brown last second with the fucking scooters. What a stream. Check you guys.